How are we doing, fellas? Good morning, good morning. What's up, what's up? No starting screen today. Today we're showing off the PokeMMO login screen in all its beauty with the presents. The Christmas event obviously coming very, very soon. Currently December 20th as I'm recording. What's up, guys? Good morning. It's coming soon, fellas. Copium hopium. What's up, what's up? Let's go ahead and log in and maybe get into some shunting. Maybe cause some trouble. We'll see what happens today, fellas. But good morning to all. Let's keep going for that deli bird. Since I'm at the spot, we're going for the Christmas themed shiny. What's up? Okay. Speaking of good mornings, I have an interesting comment, a back and forth conversation that I think is worth reading for everybody to give my thoughts, and I think it's a responsible thing to platform a little bit. So let's talk about it. So someone commented on a recent video of mine saying, talking about referring to the anniversary event being sort of delayed, canceled, whatever it is at this point, right? We'll talk about it, right? Someone commented saying, I'm convinced that the devs led us on to keep daily player count higher. Announced the event in July, come August, and then 6 months later, and it's still not here. They should just skip it entirely and make the 12th anniversary event bigger. Now, I empathize with this person because the devs have made a lot of mistakes, but I don't think they would do something like this, and I don't think it makes any logical sense or fits their MO to do so. Let's talk about why. So I go on and I respond with, I really don't think this would be the case. It just doesn't fit the PokeMMO developer thought process. Why would they sacrifice longevity, why would they suggest longevity in a trusted player base for a short-term extra boost for a couple months, 11 years into developing their game? The game devs have always been super long-term thinking to the point of driving players away. Examples being the breeding change to consume Pokemon, plus the recent horde changes. Both of these were improvements to the long-term sustainability of PokeMMO, but angered many players at the time. I think the answer is way more likely to be that they just made mistakes, missed deadlines, and under-communicated. I think this back and forth conversation is a really good example of just going with what's the dumb little philosophical razor that everybody knows? Is it Occam's, where it's like never attribute malice to what could be attributed stupidity or just incompetence. It's much more likely the devs just made mistakes, missed deadlines, and all this versus some deeper inner conspiracy theory of doing it all and delaying the event just to up player count, everything like that. I think it's just assuming way too much malicious intent versus what's more likely to happen. That's just my thoughts. That's how I feel. Feel free to disagree. Let me know in the comments. So this is actually an interesting question. Noob question incoming. What's the utility of having more than one character on the same account? There actually is some utility. Now, I have a lot of characters on accounts just to so I don't have to create 20 different logins. And I just made these characters a long time ago as well. The utility is that accounts actually share donator status and share certain effects. So if I buy donator status on my Patrouski account and I go shiny hunt on an account that is also on the same login, that account will also actually get the donator status and get those effects and boosts, which is actually really good. Characters on the same account also share the same RP balance, so that can matter with winning certain catch events and stuff, or placing or winning RP. So good question. There was a queue last night of 370 players. Really, Zake? That's actually wicked impressive to me. Why would there be a queue? That's so wild to me. There should be one of the most dead periods of the game, like December 20th. People waiting for the event to drop and probably not playing, taking their break right now, or I guess last minute prep for the Christmas event. But that's pretty wild to me. Yeah, it's possible they implement the game-changing mechanics and features they talked about with the Christmas event. I have no idea at this point. Definitely possible, I guess. It's an interesting question. Was there an alpha ditto spawn? Gotcha. Dude, that's kind of impressive, though. If queue times are still happening just for, alpha ditto spawns, I don't know. I feel like it really shows the secret popularity of PokeMMO. Any tips for shunting Staryu? Pretty basic single encounter shunt. It's a great shunt. It's like what, Route 13 in Unova? Route 13 in Unova. Make sure to use lures for sure, I'm pretty sure. Someone could correct me. Lures are just almost always with, unless it adds a really annoying extra spawn, but I could see arguably not, but usually lures are always worth in single encounter hunts. Staryu is night boost, go at night. Wait, that's actually Gigabrain advice. Is that true? What's the you learn something new every day? Hell yeah. What's the percentage difference of encounter? How many more Staryus, how do you see Staryu 60% of the time at night versus 40 at daytime or something like that? What's the difference of percentages? That's a really if it's known. It's a very cool thing to know about. I didn't know that at Staryu at all. Staryu is specifically a nighttime hunt. I go hunt Sentret by daytime, Staryu at nighttime. 20% chance for Staryu in the day and 40% at night. Really? That's fascinating. I had no idea about that. That's fascinating. I didn't realize Staryu was only 20% of the data. It makes a lot of sense, and I think that's wild to me. Good fucking call, chat. Okay, chat was totally right. You guys are down fucking dirty. Thanks to the gifted sub from Everything Bagel over to Amaranth, and then Titan gifting a sub to Pokemon. Thank you guys. Really, really appreciate that. Big viewers, 2 giant fans of the stream right there. Really appreciate the gifted subs. Interesting decision, I will say. Hey, Patrouski, aren't you worried about getting shiny Jynx again? I mean, yeah, but what are you going to do? You know, you got to just keep going. If I get another Jynx, I'll make one a Smoochum, make one a Jynx, and just continue on. You know, you're going to get duplicates when you shiny hunt. That's okay. What are you going to do about it? Still need me that pink Delibird, pink penguin. Just hope the Jynx has good IVs. Yeah, that can help a lot as well. My current Jynx is terrible IV-wise, so if I get one with good IVs, maybe I could at least make it useful in that situation, you know, PvP or something like that. I can make it a little more. Could have something else that's different. Every shiny's different. Dude, I'm with you, Bradlin. I believe in the double under odds. I'm feeling a wet streak. I've been saying it for a while. RNG's gotta even out clearly. Even if I'm like 22 to like 26k encounters on this hunt, I'd be very happy with that. Anything even remotely underrated on this hunt, I'd be very, very happy with. 8,000 encounters, by the way, kind of a cool milestone. Bro, can you make a starter PvP team with perfect movesets and items to hold? I did a series on my channel. It's not a perfect example by any means, but I did a good example series on my channel with Road to PokeMMO Season 2, which was solely based around building a PvP team from scratch, as well as I did a video challenge around, like 2 years ago or so now, building a PvP team from scratch within 1 hour. Both of those were a lot of fun. Those are great for, and I have a beginner's PvP guide as well, or a complete PvP guide, which covers like from beginning all the way to like tournament play. So if you're looking for PvP guides, I do have it on my channel. If you want anything more specific and you want to watch someone who's has a lot more experience and understanding on PvP, my go-to recommendation is always AFC Adino. He just has the stats and analytics and experience to back it up. He was ranked top 10, like rank 7 or 8 at his peak or something like that, maybe even 6 in Pokemon Showdown OU in Gen 9. So the most popular Pokemon format to PvP in, he was ranked top 10 in the world, like at its peak, at it's very, really impressive feat. So he's got the PvP knowledge. Make sure to check him out. If I die and give my account to my son, would that be considered account sharing? Yes, I believe so, which I've actually talked about before, why it's like impossible to go for, realistically go for the shiny shaman hunt, because you have like 80 years or whatever. One of the biggest, even if the game's, you know, servers stayed up for that long, one of the biggest issues is the human mortality, and you'd probably have to pass down your account to your son to, on average, go for a shiny shaman, which is very funny to me. Now, if you just trade your Pokemon to your son before you passed away, then it would be fine because it's not account sharing. That is true. Also, you got to trade over your Pokeyen to the next generation. That's generational wealth in PokeMMO, ladies and gentlemen. True and real. Is it worth it if we shiny hunt for money making? About 4 hours a day of shunting? If you mean shiny hunting for money making being like ×5 hoarding for a shiny and then selling it, that is always terribly not worth it. It's a horrible use of your time. Selling OT shinies is a horrible way mathematically to make Pokemon. We can run over the stats. I've made a lot of videos talking about this in the past, and I've talked about this in the past. It's just a horrible money Pokemon per hour, right? It's horrible. Now, if you mean doing something like thiefing for flame orbs while going like hunting while shunting, like Heatmores or Meows, like amulet, that's good. That's great. Shunting while going for items is fantastic. You make like 150k Pokemon per hour while also getting like 600 or so encounters per hour, maybe 800. It's pretty solid. You triggered all the shiny hunters in here. I mean, I don't think the shiny. I'm the big, you know, I'm a big shiny hunter. I don't think shiny hunters in here are shiny hunting to make money. Hopefully, right? We can go ahead and do the math. So if you spend 30 hours on average per shiny, right? 30 hours per average, and let's say you sell that shiny for on average 2 million Pokeyen. You know, maybe 3 million max. At 30,000 encounters, it takes you 30 hours. Yeah, 30 hours on average, 1,000 encounters per hour, whatever, right? 30 hours per average. Let's go ahead and take is it 30 hours divided by that 2 mil you're going to sell it for, or is it vice versa? Yeah, it's vice versa. I'm terrible at math. Do as I say, not as I do. 2 million divided by 30 hours. That's 66,000 Pokeyen per hour. That is horrible money per hour. Horrible. Usually the lowest money per hour you want to go is around 100. Around 100k per hour. That's like the lowest you want to go. Going lower than that just ends up usually not being worth it. Obviously, if it's fun for you, more power to you. But it's just, why would you not just go make better Pokeyen per hour and then go actually shiny hunt for things you want? you know, or just do different methods. Obviously, if you enjoy it, I guess more power to you, but it's gonna be very, very uncommon. You guys don't shunt to sell the OT? Absolutely not. Yeah, that's usually mathematically never really worth it. I have a bunch of videos talking about that. Let's be a little more generous. Let's say you get 3 million Pokeyen on average per shiny. So let's do 3 million divided by, you know, 30. Pretty easy math. 100k per hour. But then even then, why would you not just go do something else? Why would you rely on the RNG? You know, 4 out of 10 shiny hunts, you're going to go over 30k rate, right? So you're going to go dry. The money's going to be inconsistent. You could just go payday pickup and make 150k an hour. You know, you could go farm amulet coins or flame orbs and make 120 to 150k per hour while also getting a shiny just to keep for free. There's no reason to shiny hunt just to sell for profit. It's horrible money per hour. Thoughts on giant turtle shell? I really like that vanity. I think giant turtle shell is a really, really cool backslot item. What do I think of it as an investment? No fucking idea. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I would never make a call on it, honestly. I mean, I don't see it going much lower, to be fair. Maybe like 2 mil would be like the lowest it goes. So if you wanted, I mean, I don't see these ever going super low. I really like the poisonous Powerflat. Poisonous flower hat is a great vanity. Also pretty cheap at the moment. These were the, if I'm not mistaken, these were the 10th anniversary event Kanto starter vanities. I wonder if when the 11th anniversary event, at this point the 12th, it comes around, I wonder if we'll see Typhlosion, like a backslot Typhlosion flame, or like a for alligator head slot or something. It'd be interesting to see what vanities could come with the Johto starters. And so we could see like a is it possible for them to do like a tail for alligator? Or like a head slot for alligator? What would Meganium be? Maybe the body would be Meganium with like the flower pop-up. That'd be kind of cool. The flower pop-up body with the poisonous flower hat of Venusaur would be a really sick combo. That's a really interesting point, I guess, is like new vanities being released that pair up with older vanities that have already been released could always revive that market or raise prices. It's actually really similar to in trading card games. When a new card gets printed, sometimes that new card can bring an older card to life or create a new combo that didn't exist, and then that card price goes way up in price, which is a really cool thing to keep an eye out for. Should I sell my flaming motorcycle? I think if flaming motorcycles reach like 6 million Pokeyen and you don't mind waiting to pick up another one at Halloween, then sure. But if you want to have it and use it, obviously maybe keep it. And then if it's far away, it depends on the price. It's obviously a personal value question to you. How much do you value that flaming motorcycle versus the profit motive, maybe? I might go, you kind of brought an idea to my head. You said, what about farming life orbs? I kind of want to go back to that single encounter spot. Casey also made me think about it today. There's a really good single encounter spot in Hoenn, in tall grass, that has Tropius, Absol, Marsh Stomp, and Kecleon, which are 4 fucking fantastic rare shinies. It's very rare. I only know of 2 locations in PokeMMO that have 4 rares like that. It's that spot and then the Sinnoh spot with Sudowoodo, Mr. Mime, Scyther, and Breloom. It's a pretty crazy spot. I love that. But you can't bike there is the only downside. You have to walk in the tall grass. Dude, a loot from 1 hour that I want to try again is the Pikachu one in Sinnoh. That spot earned me some of the best Pokeyen, I think it's Trophy Garden. That spot earned me some of the best profit per hour, but I feel like people forgot about it. It's really, really solid. It just feels really good to farm as well. It's kind of similar to Ditto farming, hilariously, because you get male fairy egg group Pokemon consistently there, which usually sell for around 3k a piece. So you can even sell them as Pikachu boxes, you know, if you get like 60 male Pikachus. Oh, we also got an Achu that sold from yesterday that we bred yesterday. That's kind of cool to see. Little 8k profit on that or whatever. But yeah, Pikachu was a super solid loop from 1 hour for me. That's a great suggestion, Vlad. Doing Pokemon price check for channel points. That's something, dude, 100%. Pokemon price checking and like PvP help for channel points is a genius suggestion. We're theory crafting Twitch point reward request to sort of give my viewers just more options to redeeming their Twitch rewards. I love those ideas. It's actually a great question to ask. I need to revamp my Patreon at some point and remake it and offer some cool rewards. If anybody's interested in something like a private like Discord call with me asking questions about their progression of their PokeMMO account or just asking any questions they want to, I think that'd be a cool reward to do. Like a 15-minute call or something, or even shorter, just something like that. That'd be a cool like tier. And I'm curious how many people would actually be interested in that. Yeah, it's a good question. Or you can just like talk to me, just like tell me about your day for 15 minutes. That's like, I don't know, just like something like a personal call for 15 minutes with like X amount of people a month would be a cool, I think a cool little Patreon reward. Also like allow me to get closer and meet some of my, because I have some really incredible people in my community that it's just not always easy to like have those one-on-one conversations with. When, you know, it's streaming and stuff like that. If you breed a 2012/2013 mon, would it then become not a 2012 anymore? Yeah, if you breed a mon, it consumes it and gives it a new date, right? So that's one of the reasons why 2012 and 2013 mons even existing is so impressive, because they were never bred since, you know, 10 years ago, which is wild. Alrighty, fellas, I've got an idea. I've been hunting here for a little bit. Let's head out. I have a new place I want to go to. I want to go to the Hoenn spot. Someone said Alpha Rapidash in Unova, so I can Alpha Shiny check that. And then also head over to the little special Spotterino in Hoenn I'm interested in. All right, Shiny Charmed popped from our boy Tatum. Let's go ahead and just get ourselves a Shalfa Rapidash. Ah, so close. Just kidding. One day it's going to happen, okay? One day I'm going to do the meme of like, oh, we're going to get a Shalfa, guys. And one day, okay? Just keep waiting. It's going to happen one day. All right, this should kill the Rapidash if I'm not mistaken. Give me that little... Oh, just kidding. Just barely 1 HP off, but it's worth the kill to Alpha. If you're not going to catch it, you might as well kill it. I could have tried to catch it, to be fair, at that, actually, but whatever. We'll get the XP candy and go do the important thing, aka Shunt. All right, the spot that I want to head over to that I haven't been to in quite a while, which is a very, very, very cool, very underrated shiny hunting spot, in my personal opinion, is in Hoenn. I need a swarm Pokemon to increase my encounters per hour. That is going to be important. Let's chuck this guy in here, get my Spinnerack, chuck him in there, heal up, and go over to it. All right, heading east from Fortree City. Okay, here's a cool little secret spot to the east over here that houses Tropius, Absol, Marshtomp. You got a lore, okay? Expert lore. Marshtomp, Tropius, Absol, and Kecleon. Okay, some dope shinies here. You can also thief. If you don't have a item on your thing, which I need to take this off of, you can thief the Absols and try to just get like a life orb here and there. It happens very rarely, but it's like 70k if you do get one, which is nice. Speaking of Barrelz content, somebody mentioned it. Let's go ahead and get the banger video. Dude, yesterday Clooh got their shiny Larvesta at the end of the stream. If you guys remember, I was like reacting to it and like super fucking excited at the very end of the stream. And Barrelz made quite the edit to celebrate such an occasion. So let's get this cropped and watched. Are gonna be shunning in the background, but here is the banger Barrelz video. Let me crank up the quality. That has recently dropped, fellas, to celebrate Clooh. I'm so in love with these Super Saiyan edits. I'm not even a huge DBZ guy.
I'm clipping the reaction.
I have
Okay.
it as well.
Also, a huge reason why I wanted to talk about this, I'm stalling for content. This is one of the most interesting shunting methods I've ever seen. And I'm so glad you added a context page at the end to explain, because I didn't even know that this was possible.
No, like our Discord reaction.
Oh, yeah, go for it. There's no way.
Wait, do you have audio on, Clooh?
Yeah.
Alright,
This
man,
time
I'm turning
around.
this fucking stream max volume. Bro, my heart is racing. Oh.
Wait.
What the? That is
It has every fucking particle!
Oh my god, congrats.
There's no... Oh, counter.
The goat! The fucking goat!
Wait, get no battle. Wait, is it a girl or guy?
The chat reactions are
It's a
so
girl.
good.
It's
Just
a
seeing the
female.
chat spam. So yes, this page, this is so good, okay? So, for context, Clooh kept chain breeding 5 particle Larvestas, and basically the egg that comes without a particle in the PC is the one that's shiny. That's how he knew. How the fuck did you guys find this mechanic? I've never heard of this before. This is so you were like egg breeding, you know, for a shiny as per normal, and you had a telltale sign to tell when it was shiny. Do you know, does anyone can explain this to me or know why this occurs? This was so interesting. Because everybody was able to meet Everybody was able to meet, like, at a location and see it hatch. There's also further explanation. Oh, I've got to watch. If you have an egg right, any egg, even with particles, when you open it in your party, it won't show any particles. So that's why what they use to try to fix it, but in the PC, particles still show. And so if an egg is shiny, if you check it in the PC, if it has particles, it won't show any particles on it. They fixed all your eggs in party, but if your eggs in PC, you can still see it. Interesting. That is so, it's so confusing. That is so interesting. Like, that's so crazy to me. So you only need one particle to be able to, shiny is a particle, essentially. So shiny overwrites the particle that would show in the PC. So do you only need one particle on a Pokemon to, like, be able to tell whether it's shown in the PC? That's so interesting. I wouldn't do it regardless. Yeah, I think not seeing it is more fun because you dig the... Yeah, I dig the surprise. I totally agree. I just think it's super... Yeah, I super agree. It's just interesting. What a crazy mechanic to be aware of, you know? Fungus got shiny unknown? Like, right now? Wait. What? Again? Is this a new letter? Shiny unknown. What the fuck? Congrats to Fong. Is it a new letter? Because for those who don't know, Fong's been shiny hunting unknowns forever. He has like what, 8 or something shiny unknowns going for full alphabet? Is it letter I? Is that new? Dude, congratulations to him. Hopefully. Duplicates are the nightmare of that Shunt. He's a god. About to shunt that much unknown, it's a tough shunt. Like, it's a slow single encounter hunt. Dude, congratulations to him. Hell yeah. Yo, speaking of 2013, 2014 mons, let's check the market today, see how it's doing. I like checking it every day because it's good to get it's cool to, like, see that video log of it, to see, like, where prices were at what date. Like, today is December 20th, 2023. I'm really curious to see what will happen in, you know, a couple of years from now, what prices will be at. And then also for both markets, and then also just checking for snipes, man. Like, the amount of times I check prices on stream and just, you know, scoop up some snipes, I almost want to just buy these for 20k a piece. Is just super cheap. I might as well. I don't care. I'll pay 20k for some 2013s. A Yanma's kind of an interesting one. I'll pay 30k for a Yanma. Fuck it. Why not? I don't care. Some cheap mons that could make me money down the line. I don't see why not. Hitmonlee's a cool one for 70k. Interesting stuff. Cool memes. 2012 market, obviously a lot more active and a lot more looked upon than 2013, but still, both are interesting. That's wild, man. What's the cheapest 2013 starter right now? We'll go ahead and check those. I'm wasting Charm. Charizard, Charmander looking at 700k. Bulbasaur, 1.2 mil. What about Ivy? No Ivies. What about Venus? 400k or so. Blastoise, 500k. Wartortle, none. Squirtle, none. All right, good little checkup. We got Casey in on the shiny charm. That's how you know someone's gonna get a shiny today. She is actually peak turbo giga lucky Chad steel-based Shunter. Let's see what happens. Oh, here we go. Here's the Fong shiny unknown. That's a good one, dude. Congratulations to him, man. That's a good one. I like this one. It's a cool looking shiny unknown. What's today's Poke? Yeah, I'm down to do a, someone said the Wordle one. I haven't done the Wordle one. I'm down to do Pokedoku. I really enjoy Pokedoku, man. I feel like it's a really fun little mini game. All right, here it is for today. I've been wasting too much time on this charm, so I'm gonna be first and foremost shunting, secondly working on the Pokedoku. All right, fire ghost type's pretty easy. Chandelure. We could do Lampent is probably the not as typed one, right? Perfect. 15%, we'll take it. Now dark fire. Oh, dark ghost. Dark ghost. Spiritomb comes to mind. Oh, there's another that I'm forgetting. Spiritomb, sure. I just want to not fail. Ghost type evolved by trade. The really obvious one is Gengar. What's a less obvious one than Gengar? For Reaper Cloth, is it by trade? I don't think this is cheating. You could maybe consider it. Trade with. Yeah, I think. Or you could use. I think Dusknoir counts. If it doesn't, I'd be surprised. Okay, people actually thought of that one pretty well. Not bad, though. What's up next? Psychic Fire? Oh, that's a lot tougher for me. Oh, is that stupid fucking Fox? Is Delphox Psychic Fire? I feel like it is, but I don't know for sure. Ooh, I feel like it is, but I don't know for sure. I'll keep that in mind, but I might come back to that because I don't know for sure. Psychic Dark. I'll have to come back to these. Unova fire type. I'm honestly getting stuck on a couple of these, man. I don't know if I'm gonna know some of these. Unova dark type. That's forgotten. Unova fire type. I think of a dual type. I think dual types are the best to think of when doing something like this. It helps you get those niche little memers that would be normally forgotten. Okay, if I get this one correct, I feel like Psychic Dark is one of those typings like only fucking one Pokemon has, and I don't know it if it's post Gen 5. So I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna cheat for the Dark Psychic one. For Psychic Fire, I'm gonna guess Delphox. If that's not right, then I just fail. But it's what I think. Okay, thank fuck. And then for this, I can do Malamar or Hoopa. I cheated for this. I think Hoopa is this as well. Fuck! Was it Hoopa Unbound or some stupid shit? Fuck me, man. Come on. I need like this Pokedoku, but Gen 5 and below. I'm trash. Forgotten Unova Fire type. I'm gonna go Larvesta. Okay. Pretty good. 3.5%. Forgotten Unova Dark type. Okay, Forgotten Dark type in Unova is like Bisharp or Ponyard is what I can think of. 5.7. Okay. We'll take it. And then Unova evolved by trade. We got like Conkeldurr. You got like Excelgor. Underrated. Forgot 23%. Oh shit. Show me the game stats today. Okay, we can only see the game stat. Yeah, Alakazam was 82%. Conkeldurr was like, oh, this is the most common. Oh, least common was Excelgor. Okay, Gigabrain. I'm gonna be honest. That was a Gigabrain play by me. Let's keep it real. Or the I like looking at least common. Typhlosion, Hisui, come on. Darmanitan Zen, Volcarona, really. Inkay, Sableye, Mega, Manda was the least common. Gourgeist, Slowcane's a cool one for... What was that answer? Oh, Evolved Psychic. Of course, Slowking. That's a good one, dude. All right. Okay, decent Pokedoku. I failed it again, like back-to-back fails. We're gonna get better, though. It'll be cool to see the progression of me just improving slowly, hopefully, and learning newer gen Pokemon to a little bit of an extent by playing a fun little game. This is a good question. Would you recommend hunting for a Toxic Orb or just buying it? Like, how long does it take approximately? Dude, it's gonna take like 2 hours. Man, just most items. The reason it's an MMO. Never forget that it's an MMO. Abusing the market is so important. You never have, unless you're playing an Iron Man account or you want to do it for fun. More power to you. But never get into like the mental trap of like, oh, I should go farm this for myself because it's efficient. Because it's not efficient at all. It's horribly inefficient, right? You could buy a Toxic Orb for what is it, like 70, maybe even 120k, whatever. Yeah, Toxic Orb. Buy it for 70k. Okay, most methods you can catch Pidgeys on Route 1 and make 200k profit per hour, 150 to 200 per hour. Like there's no reason to go spend 2 hours farming a Toxic Orb and make 45k 30k an hour. Like you just go make that's why, like, in most MMOs, like the strat becomes go make Pokeyen at really good rates and then buy whatever you need, you know. This is the secret hidden turbo cursed food take of the day. Microwaved hot dogs are pretty good. I would argue way better than boiled for sure, obviously. Grill is the best way to make a hot dog, but you can't always have access to it. I think microwave is easily the most common way I make a hot dog. The reason why is because when you microwave a hot dog, it bursts open and it gets those like oils and greases dripping, and you're more exposed to them to your tongue, so you get a better flavor when you bite into a hot dog with those like exposed like oil drips. It's fucking gross, I know, but it's delicious. Okay, so burst open your hot dogs and enjoy some nice flavor. Would you ever do another fossil shunt? Whew, the hard-hitting questions. If you asked me that during or right after I finished my Kratos, I would have said hell no. But if you ask me that now, bro, I save up here and there. I actually really like fossil shunting. It feels so fast and so fun. I don't buy when the market's... It's kind of expensive right now, though. If they drop below 5k, I buy any fossils below 5k, but that's... I don't touch it at, 7k, whatever. Not that interested into it. If I were to, like, seriously do another fossil shunt, it'd probably be, like, Helix/Dome, because they're cheap and they're good shinies. Or like Bastiodon, Shieldon, something like that. 9,000 encounters, by the way, out here single encountering now, which is pretty cool. What am I we're about bite skins and possible bite mounts. One of my arguments for a possible legendary sync, a legendary beast sync for like Suicune, Raikou, Entei would be to consume one of them or more OT. Like imagine if you had to consume an OT like Raikou plus like 5 million Pokeyen cash, and then you would get a Raikou like mount. Like stuff like that is really, really cool to me. But you can't make it. There's other Pokemon MMOs that have Pokemon mounts like that, but it's all gift shop stuff. It's all cringe gift shop stuff, and they'll have like faster run speeds than other mounts. It's like really horribly done. But if you like you implement it in a cool way, only add a couple of them. If you add too many Pokemon mounts, it just gets really, really cringe to like see them all in the overworld. Maybe slowly adding them would be fine, but I was really cringed out and overwhelmed like seeing them in like other Pokemon MMOs like Pro and stuff. If I remember correctly. I'm not sure if Pokemon did that. I can't remember. But I didn't know there were other Pokemon. There's so many Pokemon MMOs, but a lot of them are bad. There's a lot of bad Pokemon MMOs, and a couple worth playing. But I like the idea of, yeah, like that being a possible way for... We need a legendary beast sync at some point anyway, pretty much. I think we need one. I think a cool way would be, a creative way would be syncing them and allowing them to become a mount, a bike skin. Maybe add it in a Pokeyen sync as well. Good for the economy. Why not? Let's check out the breakdown of Pokemon received here. We've seen 81 Marsh Stomps, 102 Absols, 193 Seedots. This is like total time at this location, not just... Like that's 600. The Linoons and Marls are bumped up from EV training, I think, to be fair. It keeps track of like everything, but... a fair bit of memers here, okay? Making some solid shots at a rare. I asked Rumo this question on his stream, and I wanted to know your thoughts. Would you rather 2 times 30,000 failed shinies, so failing 2 30k encountered shinies, or spend 80,000 encounters on a correct shiny? That's a really good question. I think it's actually pretty easy. 80,000 on correct shiny. That's a good question. It's a really good question. I think like getting target shinies is just so much more valuable than failed shinies to me personally. I think the answer to that question also depends on which is like what your current stage is at in shunting, how many shinies you have, how dry have you been. If I've been consistently dry for a long period of time and I'm like suffering and I'm like, please, I'll take anything, maybe I would like the 2, failed shinies faster, right? Or maybe like, maybe if I'm like a new shunter and I have like 5 or less shinies or like 3 or less shinies, I'd be like, oh, I'm down for like mostly anything, right? Like that sort of thing. I feel like, but at my current state, I'm a 80k for correct shiny kind of guy for sure. It's a good question. If I get like 3 phases in a row, I'm going to a 100% spot to feel better next time, I think. Yeah, I need to start doing that, JW. I'm bad about... Dude, I need to start doing that for sure. Talk about a punch in the gut, Rumel. I got 7 phases and then went to a 100% shiny spot and went 105,000 dry. Just not the day, not the year, apparently. I'm hoping 2024 is a better shiny year for us streamers, man. But where's that streamer look everybody always talks about, man? Bring it back. Go ahead, devs. Flip the switch. Turn it on. All right, here is the list of all the shiny Pokemon that Team Mister still needs. Execute. We need Execute. That's a good shiny, honestly, underrated. Execute, Quillfish. There's a lot of them I actually want to go for. So Execute, one that I want to go for. Quillfish, one that I want to go for. Starmie, not really one I want to go for. Sudowoodo, that's one I want to go for. Illumise, semi, not really, whatever, interested. Plusle, I'm not interested in that at all. Tropius, I'm very interested in, currently hunting. Anorith, I'm not personally interested in. Castform, not super personally interested in, but maybe down the line, it's kind of interesting. Finneon, I don't care for. Carnivine, don't care for. Turtwig, I am interested in. Unova, we still need a sock in Unova. That's kind of funny. A ×5 horde. It's the only ×5 horde we don't have in the team. That's crazy. We have most shinies in Pokemon and PokeMMO. We need a sock. I'll go for that at some point. Pansage, Alola Mola, Blue Basculin, and then Ducklet. I'm interested in a bunch of those. Sock, Alola Mola, Ducklet, I'm down to go for. I don't care for Blue Basculin or Pansage. We'll see if I can knock off one of these off the list before someone else does. That would be a dream for supporting Team Mister for sure one day. Clooh is one of the most god tier shunters of all time, man. Dude went like 70k eggs dry for shiny Emboar, which if you don't know is like 400 million, maybe like 350 million. Sorry to over exaggerate. Like 350 million Pokeyen spent towards an egg hunt, as well as like 4,000 to 6,000 hours, some stupid shit like that on average. And then on top of all that, after getting the shiny Emboar after like 70k eggs, he lost a shiny Safari in Lapras in the Safari. And now he's gone on a total wet streak and has gotten like 3 or 4 egg shinies over the past couple months, which has just been so deserved. Like he had one of the most insane unluck streaks ever. And when he's stuck through it, he gets rewarded long term and like the RNG even out. And it's just it's one of those things that's just incredible to see, you know? Okay, let me just share this screenshot on stream because this is one of the most insane, disgusting. I assume they're all his OT, right? I can't really prove that, but this is one of the most insane screenshots I've ever seen in PokeMMO. Look how many egg shinies this guy links. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Chikorita, Cinda, all the starter lines from every generation. Titar, Chansey, Beldum, Shedinja, I didn't even notice. Shedinja, Larvesta, Riolu, Togepi, Scizor. Is that like a rapid spin tentacle or something, or just a tentacle? Glaceon, Leafeon, Umbreon, Espeon, Vaporeon, Tauros. This is just unbelievable. Yeah, it is rapid spin tentacle, someone said. That Junlucky, what a legend. This is just yeah, it is unbelievable. 5 years he said it took him. It's around 1 a month. This is quote me on this, the most impressive OT shiny collection I've ever seen by far. How do you beat this? Like, this guy has shiny Shedinja alongside like 28 hunts. How do you even compete? It's just simply unbelievable. That's Junlucky is all you can call it, Junlucky. All right, let's do a little bit of a viewer analytics check. So I think it's fun to figure out, you know, how old are my viewers on average? How old are they? You know, whatever. How old are they? Gender, whatever. So for those who are curious, 13 to 17 years old viewers only make up 2% of my audience. Now, keep in mind, I'm sure a lot of people at that age like lie about their age. Like I'm sure I like lied about like, you know, being 18 plus or whatever on websites, whatever. So that number might be doubled or inflated, whatever. But very, very low. My audience is much older in general. Now, the next two, the more interesting stats, in my opinion, are that 38% of my audience is 18 to 24, which is pretty cool, pretty mature. But 48% of my audience is 25 to 34. The biggest majority of my audience is 25 to 34. That's very cool to me. And then 8% of my audience is 35 to 44. So I have like 3 times as many people, 35 plus, than 17 and below, which is for 18 and below. Yeah, 17 and below. And then 2.3% are 45 to 54, 0.7%, 55 to 64, and then 0.5% are 65 plus. Really cool little statarinos. Let's check out the viewer gender, as most gaming channels are. Honestly, mine's going up a little bit. 3.7% females, okay, Pog. And then 95.8% male. Not bad, fellas. We're upticking. Ooh, we could do by region next. Someone said what percent English. Geography stats are always fun. United States, 31. This is for the last 28 days of viewers, by the way. 31% of my audience is from the United States. Then I love my next highest. I have a big Indian viewer base as well. Shout out to the fucking homies. Philippines is number 2 though. 7.2%. The gamers in the Philippines. India, I've got 5% of my audience. Dude, I am slowly whittling away my United Kingdom or my like British audience, which is always interesting to see. I make fun of them a little bit here and there. Canada is next at 4.8%. United Kingdom next at 4.3%. Germany at 4%. Brazil at 3.6%. Italy at 2.7%. France at 2.2%. Spain at 2%. Indonesia, I did a paper on Indonesia in like elementary school. 1.9%. Aussies at 1.8%. Netherlands at 1.7%. Malaysia's next. Portugal's next. Then Vietnam. Then Greece. Then Belgium. Then Poland. Then Singapore. Then Mexico. Then Argentina. And on and on and on. What's my smallest viewer base is, well, this is smallest in the top 50. I could show more, like 500 or whatever, but that's, we'll say rank 50 is Kuwait. And then above that, Japan, 640 Japan viewers in the past, Japanese viewers in the past 28 days. All right, always cool to see some YouTube analytics. Hey Pat, should I evolve a 2013 Horsey into Kindra or leave it as a Horsey? It's really up to you. It's important to understand you'll lose value on it if you do that. But let's say you want to collect 2013 Pokemon, and let's say you have a Horsey and a Seadra, but you like need a Kindra and you like have double Horsey or whatever. Sometimes it's can be worth to like evolve them, like fill out your collection if that's what you want to do. But sometimes it's cheaper, or you make more money or save money to sell it as a Horsey and then buy a Kindra for cheaper. But it depends on the market. We can check right now. It's a good question. Like, how much is a Horsey? 2013. It is a 2013 you said, which is gonna be like less, like super accurate and stuff. But let's check like let's see if there is a Horsey. So 200k. Let's see if there's a Seadra or a Kindra. Nope, neither of either. So it's tough to really tell. What about 2012? 275k. Any Seadras? Kindras maybe? Nope, nothing. Okay, so it's up to you if you want to lose the value for your own personal collection. I think it's usually what that really comes down to. I've said this before, but someone just finished the Johto storyline. I feel like Johto has the easiest Elite Four, funnily enough, because it has like the hardest storyline overall, having you fight two bosses, you know, the Shalfa Gyarados fight and the Ho-Oh fight. It's a really, really hard storyline, but the E4 is probably the easiest because of that, which is interesting. I just want a Pelipper PvP reward. Any ideas for the IV's nature moves? Great question. You can always check good old PvP statistics, my friend. Check out what's good on him. So bold nature is by far. Pelipper is usually used as like a defensive pivoting Pokemon. It dies to any Thunderbolt, so watch out for that, obviously. But you go defensive. You go Damp Rock to set up Rain with your Drizzle for longer turns. You just go bulky and then allow yourself to U-turn and then maybe spam Hydro Pump and Hurricane with 100% accuracy if you want to. Pelipper is a great Pokemon. Great Rain Team, obviously one of the cores of Rain Team. A good defensive pivot with U-turn and stuff. You can go Tailwind as well or Defog. You probably don't go Tailwind right on a Rain. Why the fuck do you need the extra speed if you're like Swift Swimming with Kindra, right? Defog is good. It's a cool poke. My shinies that I want here ranked in order are probably like Tropius number 1, Absol if I get super lucky number 2, Marshtomp number 3, maybe Marshtomp number 2, Marshtomp number 2, Absol number 3, and then Kyclown number 4. And then any other common is like, you know, whatever. Anyways, I think this will be my last encounter here, fellas. 9,326. Some solid encounters today. Lots of good memes, lots of good topics. 2000s comedies, random horror stuff, just fun movies, songs, media. I love talking about stuff while shunning. It's just fun to talk about random stuff and get to know chat and hang out and have little fun memes in the background while passively working towards a goal. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's content. Hopefully it was entertaining to some extent. Like it if you did, dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for daily videos. I do upload every single day PokeMMO content, as well as stream. Ooh, the shiny Shuckle. Streaming, I got distracted. Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord linked down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo do help out a ton, but aren't needed. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Yo, Patrouski here. Firstly, thank you so much for watching till the very end of the video. I truly hope it was worth your time today. And secondly, thanks to everybody whose name is listed here. You guys all go above and beyond and allow me to make daily content. Thanks again. Have a great day.